Dinosaurs, though technically not mammals but a unique and ancient lineage of reptiles, continue to capture the imagination of scientists, artists, and the general public alike, not only because they were among the most dangerous predators and resilient herbivores to ever walk the earth, but also because they embodied a rare, almost paradoxical beauty that transcends our typical understanding of prehistoric life. These magnificent creatures roamed the earth for an almost incomprehensible span of time, over 160 million years, far longer than humans have existed, evolving into thousands of different species that came in every shape, size, color, and behavior imaginable. Their reign spanned the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods, during which they diversified into an extraordinary array of ecological niches, from forest floor scurriers no bigger than chickens to long-necked sauropods that dwarfed entire buildings. Their danger was real and raw, expressed in a stunning variety of anatomical innovations designed to hunt, defend, and dominate. Dagger-sharp claws, crushing jaws, serrated teeth, spiked tails, armored backs, horned skulls, and bodies built for speed, strength, or sheer intimidation. The Tyrannosaurus rex, for instance, could bite through bone with a force stronger than any other land predator in history, while the agile Deinonychus or Velociraptor may have coordinated in groups to ambush prey, using sickle-shaped claws to tear through flesh with surgical precision. Even the herbivores, often mischaracterized as passive, were armed to the teeth, sometimes literally, with weapons of their own. Consider the Stegosaurus with its double row of dorsal plates and deadly thagomizer, a spiked tail that could pierce a predator's hide, or the Ankylosaurus, a walking fortress with bone-crushing tail clubs capable of shattering limbs. Triceratops, with its 3 sharp horns and massive frill, could hold its own against any carnivorous foe. These creatures didn't just survive. They thrived in ecosystems that were just as complex, competitive, and vibrant as modern ones. But within that overwhelming danger, there was beauty, not just the visual kind, but a broader, deeper kind of beauty that lies in diversity, adaptability, resilience, and the intricate balance of ancient ecosystems. Some dinosaurs evolved elaborate head crests, like those of the Parasaurolophus, which may have functioned as resonating chambers for communication. Others had peacock-like tails or feathers that suggest a prehistoric world filled with color and display, far from the drab, lizard-like depictions of the past. Thanks to recent fossil discoveries, especially in places like China, we now know that many theropods, traditionally portrayed as scaly, monstrous hunters, were feathered, possibly vibrantly so, hinting at display behaviors, courtship rituals, and even temperature regulation strategies. These feathers, preserved in delicate impressions, offer tantalizing clues that dinosaurs were not only fierce but flamboyant, expressive and intelligent in ways we're still trying to comprehend. In fact, many paleontologists now believe birds are dinosaurs, avian dinosaurs that survived the mass extinction event, meaning the vibrant diversity of modern birds, from hummingbirds to eagles, is a living continuation of the dinosaur lineage, adding another layer of beauty to their legacy. Picture a microraptor, for instance, a small, 4-winged dinosaur that glided between ancient trees, its iridescent feathers shimmering in the sun like a living jewel, a far cry from the monstrous creatures often imagined in popular media. The beauty of dinosaurs also lies in the complexity of their behaviors. They weren't mindless killing machines. Fossil evidence shows that some species nested communally, protected their eggs, and perhaps even exhibited social behaviors like herding, flocking, and vocal communication. The fossilized remains of a Maiasaura nesting ground, for example, show adults carefully arranged around nests, suggesting protective instincts and parental care. Other fossils show packs of the same species preserved together, suggesting coordinated behavior and perhaps even early forms of social structure. Their ecosystems, lush forests filled with cycads, towering ferns, and early flowering plants, wetlands teeming with prehistoric fish, insects, and amphibians, deserts patrolled by bipedal hunters, were not just dangerous battlegrounds, but vibrant stages for evolutionary experimentation. Dinosaurs adapted to everything from dense forest floors to high alpine plateaus, evolving long necks to graze treetop foliage, powerful hind legs for pursuit, or sails and spines possibly used for temperature control or display. And then, of course, came the end, one of the greatest catastrophes in the history of life on Earth. Around 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid, estimated to be about 10 kilometers wide, slammed into what is now the Yucatan Peninsula,